going to learn about the mystery of the Indus Valley. Say it with me. Valley. Okay. A valley is the low area of land between two hills. Okay. We stood on T Hill and looked at the valley below. How many of you hiked up T Hill and looked at the whole town? When we go out to the playground, do we see a bunch of hills around us?
Yeah.
So that means we are living in a valley.
Really, we're in a bowl.
What's that?
Really, we're in a bowl.
Yeah, it is like a bowl. It looks like a bowl. All right, next word. Symbols. What's our word? Symbols. Symbols are pictures or objects that represent something else. For example, a heart is a symbol of love. We're going to continue our story about the Indus River. Mohenjo-Daro. Here we go. Remember when I stopped, you fill in the blanks. We know that the Indus people had a written language made up of symbols. But we do not know what all the symbols mean. Okay, I want you to look at these pictures and in your book. What are some of the symbols you recognize or notice in those pictures? Okay, Ivan, what's a symbol you notice?
Well, a symbol.
Just give me one.
So, see the diamond with the lines on it?
This one right here. Ivan showed us this symbol right here. He thinks it looks like a tent. What else do you guys think it looks like? Davis, what do you think it might look like? A mountain, okay. Ryder, what's another thing it could be? A tree. All right, all hands up. Shh. Connor, sit. So let's give me some more ideas. Eli, give me another symbol on there.
The straight line looks like a bone.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
That looks like a what?
A bone. Like
A bone?
Like a
Okay.
bone.
The tent with them, the thing that they said was teepees and tents and stuff, they look like letters, ancient letters.
Like letters. So do you think it might be their language? Yeah. Does it look like our language, Connor? No, it doesn't. Okay. All right, all hands up. Let's get some more ideas. Sophie, what do you notice? The animals. What kind of animal does it look like to you? A cow? Yeah, looks like a cow. A bull, maybe. We know that the Indus people had a written language. What do we know about the Indus people, everybody? Go.
They had written language.
And they use symbols. They use what?
Symbols.
Do we know what those symbols mean?
No.
We do not. All right. Let's keep going. I'm going to stop and you fill in the blank. We're in this middle paragraph right here. Yep, here we go. Miss Valley civilization is still a mystery. There is much we do not understand. There is much we do not what? Understand. We do know that the Indus built large cities. They built what?
Large cities.
That were homes to
Thousands
of people. Home to what?
Thousands of people.
We already read that in our article, didn't we, David? Look at that. All right, so what do we know about the Indus Valley people? Turn your partner and go. Ryder, what do we know about the people of the Indus Valley? They had a different language. What else do we know? Cooper? They built large cities. Let's fill in, keep following along, okay? One of these ancient, say it loud, was called Mohenjo-Daro. It had brick buildings and streets that were neatly laid out in straight lines. How were their buildings made and streets made?
Straight lines.
And what were their buildings made out of? Brick. Out of what? Brick. So you can kind of see maybe in your picture a little better. You can see the little bricks. And this is a picture of Mohenjo-Daro. That's an actual photograph. All right. Tell your partner, what was Mohenjo-Daro that we just read? Go. Noah, can you give me something about what was Mohenjo-Daro? Yeah, an ancient city. Nice job. Okay. Tell me about this ancient city, Corby.
That it
were the buildings made out of?
Brick.
Brick. What were the streets like, Ida?
I was gonna say
Straight. Right. Let's move on. Do you see this picture? Turn to the next page. Many? No, what's that word? Artifacts. Say that again. Many?
Artifacts.
Or objects that once belonged to the Indus people have been found in the ruins of the ancient cities. Because of these findings, say that with me, findings, we know that the Indus people made beautiful gold and silver jewelry. What did they make?
Beautiful gold and silver
Jewelry. What kind of jewelry do you think that is? Peyton, what do you think?
Gold.
Gold what?
Jewelry.
What kind of jewelry?
Earrings.
Earrings? Yeah.
And little mini hats.
Little mini hats?
Yeah.
These-
Look like a little hat.
Do you see this picture?
Yeah.
Okay, let's follow along. Remember to fill in when I stop. We know that they made tiny statues of
Animals.
and
People.
and that the bull was an important
Symbol.
What was an important symbol?
The
The bull. The bull was what Sophie said. We called it a cow, but it's also a bull. But why was the bull so important? We can guess, but we cannot say for sure. Think about, why do you think the bull was important to the Indus people? Talk to your partner. Go. Elmer, why do you think the bull is important?
We get lots of resources from it because they could travel around, get food, and all kinds of resources that the were ancient.
I love that. So the bull can give them food. They can help them move things around. Yep, because they're used for transportation and helping build their city. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you. So what I want you to do really quick, look at those artifacts and tell your partner just look for a minute, and then I want you to tell your partner what's the coolest thing you've seen in those pictures that you really think was interesting about the Indus people. The other day we learned about expanding our sentences, okay, by answering the questions when and why. So we're going to expand this sentence about Mohenjo-daro, and then we might be able to use this sentence in our writing, which might be helpful. All right, let's read this first sentence together. Here we go. Mohenjo-daro was a civilization. Is that a sentence? Yeah, does it have a subject? Yeah, what's our subject? Mohenjo-daro. And what did Mohenjo-daro do? It was a
Civilization.
All right. Now, we can expand this to make it more interesting by answering the question, when? What are we answering? Asking? When. Okay. When was Mohenjo-daro a civilization? Think about that for a minute. Odin, when was Mohenjo-daro a civilization?
A long time ago.
A long time ago. Elijah, when was Mohenjo-daro a civilization? What's another word we could say? What's one of our vocab words that means a long time ago, Elijah? Ancient. So how can we say that? Ancient times. Okay, so do we want in ancient times or a long time ago? I like using our vocab. So just right here, now this is not a sentence, so we are not going to start with a capital letter. So just right here next to when, we are going to write what again?
Ancient times.
In ancient times. Okay, what are we writing? In ancient. Not right now. We are going to now make our whole sentence together. So we're going to combine these. So how would we combine this into one sentence? Think about that. All right, tell your partner. Partner 2 will start. Combine that into one sentence. Okay, Miss Tam's going to tell you this one. Make sure we're on the right track. If you get it right, what do you guys do? This thing? If you agree? Okay, or did the same thing? All right. Mohenjo-daro was a civilization in ancient times. Did anyone have that?
Yes.
All right, so let's start writing this. It's going to be a lot, and you got to be careful with Mohenjo-daro, but let's write this. I'm going to look for some really well done written sentences. This is Ivan's. Mohenjo-daro was a civilization in ancient times. Nice job, Ivan. And I think this is Odin's, maybe? Nope, this is Carter's. Mohenjo-daro was a civilization in ancient times. And this is Odin's. Mohenjo-daro was a civilization in ancient times. Nice job, guys. Well done. All right, so let's read what we did last time. Remember, we learned how to expand a sentence by asking questions all together. When and why. So let's do our when again really good, quick. In ancient times. Oh, we forgot our first part. Here we go. Mohenjo-daro was a civilization. When was it civilization? In ancient times. So now we're going to put it all together. Here we go. Mohenjo-daro was a civilization in ancient times. Everyone go to the second part. We're going to do this together. You all with me? Okay, so everyone point to 2. When you're at 2, pencil in the air. So I know we're on the right spots. Read this. All together. Mohenjo-daro was built by the Indus River. Okay, think about that for a minute. We want to answer the question, why? What are we answering? Why. Okay, think. Why was Mohenjo-daro built on the Indus River? Ooh, this lots of ideas. All right, I want you to listen carefully. You're going to turn knees to knees. Partner 1, which partner? 1. We'll go first, and then partner 2. All right, 3, 2, 1, class. All hands up. Miss Lily, I want to know what you were thinking.
It's because it brings rich soil, so it makes crops grow.
Oh, I love that. If you do you guys do this when you have the same thing? Who had the same thing? Yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1, class. Let me get a few more. Let's see, Jordan. I'd help them get water. I want to do both. So let's say this. Because it gave them water and soil. We'll say that, okay? All right, so what are we writing for why? All say it with me. Because it gave them water and soil. Okay. No, it's not a sentence. Thank you. Gave them water, and then I'm going to just squish right here on this little line right here, and soil. Okay, and it's not a sentence like Elmer said, so there's no capitals or periods. That's all we write. When you've got that, well, I'm going to come look for some really good writing. We're going to make this one big sentence now. We're going to combine this together. When you think so let's read the 2 parts. Then we'll put it together. Here we go. Mohenjo-daro was built by the Indus River because it gave them water and soil. If you want to add that, you could add to grow crops if you want. Yes. All right. So everyone, let's write this now. You're gonna take it. You're gonna have to squish it in because it's a lot. Water and soil, and I'm going to add that to grow crops. I'm going to come by and look for ones that are really, really excellent to share with the class. So this is writers. He wrote, everything Mohenjo-Daro was built by the Indus River because it gave them water and soil. Very nice. And then this is Cooper. Mohenjo-Daro was built by the Indus River because it gave them water and soil. I just like the handwriting. It's nice and good. We're going to go back to our tide. And we're going to pick some vocab words. So pull out your vocabulary book. We're going to pick some vocab that we want to put in here to use in our writing. All right, Trevor, give me one word. What do you think?
Artifact.
Artifacts. I love that word. So let's add artifacts. So this is on your tide rubric. And at the very top, you see the 3 dots. That's where we're going to add our vocab. So artifact. When you have that written, pencil in there so I know you got that written. Okay, Odin, what word did you have?
Civilization.
Civilization. I like that one.
Odin, you stole mine.
That's okay. Okay, when you got that, raise your hand. Have you got a different one?
Ancient.
Ancient. Oh, I like ancient. Nice job. Who had ancient? Yeah, good job.
Mine was ancient.
Tell me tide. Everyone, here we go. Tide. What is T? Topic, important evidence, details, ending. All right, so the first thing I want is my topic. Okay, so I don't have to think of my first sentence. So let's read that together. Here we go. Mohenjo-Daro is an interesting city. Okay. That's an okay sentence, right?
Yeah.
I think we can make it better. And I think we already did. So if I pull up the sentence expansion we just did, let's go back to our when. Mohenjo-Daro was a civilization in ancient times. Do you think we could use this?
Yeah.
But let's add interesting in there as well. Should we add interesting?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Mohenjo-Daro was an interesting civilization in ancient times. We've also done what if we use this sentence? We've used 2 vocab words. All right, we're going to write this together now. All right, here we go. Mohenjo, and I'm just going to put DMD because this is my rough draft, not my final, okay? Was an interesting times. Ooh. Is that a better sentence?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that sentence. Because we were telling when. When was it an interesting city? And we changed city to civilization.
Is ING?
I hope, yeah, good try. Let's look. Let me see. Oh, keep on your job. Our first I done before recess, okay? Here we go. So our first I has wide, straight road. So think about how we can make that a sentence. Wide, straight roads. And remember, we're talking about the city, Mohenjo-Daro. We're describing the city, okay? So think wide, straight roads. Okay, knees to knees. Partner 2 will go first. Give them a sentence. Go. All right, Sophie, can you tell me your sentence? Go ahead. Mohenjo-Daro had wide, straight roads. We all have the same? Okay. Did anyone? Let's hear something a little different too. Cooper and Cora, what did you guys come up with?
Mohenjo-Daro built wide, straight roads.
Built wide, straight. I like that we use built. It, we're going to say it.
It's
Built, or let's see. It didn't build. Who? All right, we need to put who built. Who built? The index people. Who? Okay. So the index people, it's the same. Built. I love that we use built instead of had. Built wide, straight roads. All right, so let's review what we've done. We did the topic sentence, right? Okay. Then we did our I. Okay, so now we're going to talk about why it was important that they build wide, straight roads. How can we do that first? Whoops. Well, we'll just do that next. Okay, so we have on here, so the carts would fit or easy to travel the city. We have some, does anyone have any other ideas though about what we could say about the wide, straight roads? Davis?
It was like if everyone was coming back from like a big meeting or like that, that's like the detail about it.
Yeah.
Just gotta,
So why would that be important if there's wide, straight roads? If they're coming back from a meeting?
yeah, because a lot of people maybe were like at a place and they're coming back to like their houses and they have to go.
Okay, so why would that be nice to have wide, straight roads?
So they can fit more people going here.
Right, more people could fit through the roads. Kristen, do you have one?
So, the straight roads were easier to get places.
Easier to get places, I like that.
Yeah, so you didn't want to go right or backwards.
Okay, so let's write that. Let's see, we got to make that into a sentence though. So we have carts fit, easy travel city, like what do we want to do with that? Turn your partner, talk about your sentence, go. Partner, choose and go first. Alright, all hands up. Anthony, you want to help me out some more too?
Yeah, so they have roads big enough so they don't have to wait that long through traffic.
Okay, so how can we make that a sentence? It makes it easier. Okay, Elijah, you want to help me out?
They built wide straight roads so they could fit big carts in the road so they didn't like crash into each other and bump off the road.
So I like all the things we're saying. Cooper?
So what? Was it Anthony start with the
This made it easier. It was easier for the people and carts
to go through traffic?
All right, here we go. Okay, we're going to say this made it easier for people and carts. Is that what we said?
Yeah.
To what?
To go through traffic.
Oh, I like that. Can I add travel? To travel.
To travel through traffic.
To travel through traffic. To travel. Just travel. This made it easier for people and cars to travel through traffic. I like the traffic because then we know it's just specific to the city, not like to travel to other places. You know what I mean? Because travel could mean like to other places. But we're talking about within the city. We're talking about in the city. Right. Let's move on to our second I, but we forgot our first I, so we got to go back up. Here we go. Built, Indus, and river. What do we want to write about that? Ooh. Okay, now turn to your partner. Partner one, go first. Try again, Trevor. I know what you're trying to say. Try it again.
People build their city by
Okay, let's say that all together. The Mohenjo-Daro people built their city by the Indus River. I love this. We're just going to go with that, okay? And I'll finish the rest up there so you have this and this, okay? All right, so let's look really quick. Why did they build it by the Indus River? Soil, water, crops. If you've got a sentence, think of that. Partner 2, you may go first. Soil, water, crops. All right, Cora, go ahead.
So they built it by the Indus River because they could grow crops and wash off their food.
They grow crops and wash off their food, yeah. Can we get, I like that. So they built it by the Indus River so they could grow crops and wash off their food. Let's add some more things to that, Peyton.
So that they can get nurturing water.
Yep, they can get water. Tristan, what else?
So they can get rich soil.
Rich soil. Okay, so let's put all this together. They built it by the river so they could get rich soil to grow, rich soil and water to grow crops. Okay. All right, there you go. All right, we are on our last I. Okay, so we have houses, wells, and bathrooms. All right, turn to your partner. Partner 1, go first. All right, all hands up. Sophie. They had houses, wells, and bathrooms. Okay. All right, let's see, Brandon.
They had wells and bathrooms inside their house or next to their house.
They had wells and bathrooms inside their
So
house?
they could go to the bathroom.
Okay, so we're just going to say they had wells. Thank you. So they had wells and bathrooms inside their houses. Okay. So this is my their houses. Yeah, that's it. Our last D. What are we on? Our last D. So we have things like modern, like us. Did anyone have a different way of describing why the houses, wells, and bathrooms was important or interesting?
Because we have houses and wells and bathrooms too.
Yeah. Do we have wells in our house?
No.
No, we have running water, right? Partner 1 goes first. Okay, go ahead, Trevor. What?
They were very modern like that.
They were very modern like us. I like that. Cooper, what have you thought?
The Indus people were modern.
The Indus people were modern like that. I like that you put the Indus people in there. All right, let's do that. We'll do E tomorrow, and then we'll start writing our final draft tomorrow.
I